Bonjour, my name is Aimée Laberge and I'm the Director of Programs at the Alliance Française de Chicago. So the Alliance Française de Chicago was founded in 1897, just a few years after the first one in Paris was inaugurated by the likes of Louis Pasteur and Jules Verne. So we have been doing cultural programs in Chicago for a very long time.
I have been a member of the Alliance Française since 1974. I have watched the Alliance Française grow over the years from a small organization to a very impressive and respected institution serving thousands of people in Chicago.
Our busiest month of the year is the month of March when we celebrate La Francophonie. That's a big word. Lots of people wonder what it means. La Francophonie is people who speak French all over the world. That means 35 countries across 5 continents and brings together about 270 million people with a growth in the next few years that will be the strongest in Africa.
One of my special preferences has been to meet people from all parts of the Francophonie, from Belgium, from Switzerland, Canada, Algeria, Morocco.
During Francophonie, we work with different government offices, grassroots organizations in Chicago. We work with Haiti, Canada, Quebec, Belgium, Swiss. We've worked a lot with Benin. We've worked with Burkina Faso. We've worked with Senegal, with Cameroon. One of the things that happens with online that surprised us is all of a sudden we started to have people attending our events from all over the States, not only Chicago. When you call on the chat line for people to say hello, all of a sudden they say bonjour de Saint Louis, bonjour de Seattle, bonjour de l'Arizona, de Californie. The first online program we did was a wine tasting, and people were saying, how do you do a wine tasting online? There was that little group coming together on the screen. We were about maybe a dozen of people. We have a great sommelier named Alicia Barrett, and she brought us to La Vallée de la Loire first, and then to Alsace. She recommended some wine. People got the wine delivered from their favorite wine store. There's the Café Conversation, which we now call Café d'Albi, because 2 of our hosts for this program are from the city of Albi, which is just outside of Toulouse. They meet every week and welcome people from all levels of French. We have the Cine Club, and we were like, how do we keep on going with our film program, which is one of our strongest programs? And we discovered that people wanted to talk about the film. You just gave them a link to where to screen the film in the week prior to the Saturday afternoon meeting, and then people would meet and discuss the film. We launched something that we've never done before, which is called a reading series. We, of course, picked Le Petit Prince, The Little Prince, which is the most universal reading in the world, and also it was convenient for every age group. We found the perfect readers.
Lorsque j'avais 6 ans, j'ai vu une fois une magnifique image dans un livre sur la forêt vierge qui s'appelait Histoire vécue.
It was a picture of a boa constrictor in the act of swallowing an animal. Here is a copy of the drawing.
It was very popular, so we kept on going, and we're about to launch Bonjour Tristesse from Françoise Lagan, a book that was published in 1953 by an author who was only 18 years old when she wrote the book, and definitely that's an adult read. Of course, literature is at the art of French language, and at the art of French language and literature is l'Académie Française. Dany Laferrière, who was a Quebec author from Haiti, who was the first non-French author to be named at the Academy. We had also a lot of award-winning authors comme Marie Minier, Éric Vuillard. We worked really often with Isabelle David, who's the director of l'École Franco-Américaine, because she's so good at making the best come out of the authors after reading all their books. She's a fanatic and fan de la littérature. We often welcome Laurent Cotta from the Palais Galliera, which is also le Palais de la Mode de Paris. It's one of the City of Paris museum. It has an extraordinary collection.
Bonjour Chicago, je suis Laurent Cotta, je suis chez moi à Paris, tranquille, dans mon appartement à côté de la place de la Bastille. I've been invited to the Alliance Française in Chicago for 2011, and I've been there something like 3 times, and last time was 1 year ago. And well, I've been invited for a series of little lectures about fashion. The first one was about Yves Saint Laurent, and the last one about Gabrielle Chanel and her taste for interior design. J'aime beaucoup la France et la culture française, et spécialement dans les alliances françaises. Quand on est en dehors de France, on se dit « Ah oui, là c'est bien, on a tous les bons côtés sans les inconvénients ». Déjà, il y a une ambiance qui est extrêmement amicale, extrêmement sympathique, toujours bienveillante, libérée de tous les petits aspects énervants que je peux trouver.
Other spectacular partnerships we've had in the past include one with the Chicago International Film Festival. For many years, film is a really important part of our program. We have had the opportunity to work with the Champs-Élysées Film Festival for about 3 years. The only film festival taking place in Paris, and it celebrates both American and French independent films. Justine Lévesque, the creative director, comes to the US to present some of those French films to us, which are usually not seen in the commercial circuit. We have worked twice with the School of the Art Institute Department of Architecture, led by a French teacher named Odile Compagnon. And she briefed her student to reinvent our space. And each time it's been so surprising. What is beautiful to see in those projects is you see a student, a young person who comes from a completely different culture, become fascinated with French culture and invest that culture with their own values and their own regard. And we always feel that to be at the intersection of the French culture and Chicago is where we are at more relevant. In a way, France is tradition, sophistication, refinement. It's really le vieux monde. And Chicago is the city of big shoulders. It's about industry, it's about the dynamism, about energy. And when you bring those two things together, something really magic happens, I find, most of the time. Merci. Au revoir.
Bisous.